So now we're up to multiplying decimals. And multiplying decimals is pretty simple if you just remember a couple rules. The first thing is you need to ignore that decimal point and then just multiply. And then after you're all done with that, you'll locate the decimal in the right place just by counting. So as an example here, we got 1.2 times 3.6. And all we're going to do is we're going to change that to instead being 12 times 36. And to do that, we just do 12 up on the top, 36 at the bottom. When we multiply, we have 6 times 2. That's going to be 12. So we have an extra 10 up here. 6 times 1, that's 6, plus 1 more, 7. Now remember, we're multiplying now by the 30 instead of just 3, so that means we've got to add that 0 over there to indicate it's the tens column. 3 times 6 is going to be 60, and then 3 times 1 is going to be 3. We add it all up, and we end up with 2, 13, so we gotta have one more over here, and 4. So 432. So that's what our answer is. Obviously we need to do something with that, because what we do is we count and we see how many places over this decimal point got moved. And here it got moved one place for us to change it to 36. And then it got moved one place for us to change this to 12. So that's a total of 2 spaces. Now remember, a decimal point is always at the end of something, at the end of this series of numbers. So we just put it right here, and then we just move it 2 back. 1, 2, and that's going to be our answer, 4.32. And then we go back and we make sure that it makes sense, estimate, remember, so that's 1 times 4 as an estimate, and that's going to be 4. And that's pretty close to our answer, 4 and 4.32. So we're pretty sure that's right. So very quickly, this one here, same exact thing. We're going to do 145 times 26. Same exact way here. 6 times 5 is going to be 30. So we got a 3 here. 6 times 4, 24, 27. 6 times 1, 6 plus 8, or plus 2 is going to be 8. 2 times 5, remember that's 20, so we got to put a 0 down here. 2 times 5 is 10, so we go ahead and we put down a 0 here and put one more 1 up here. 2 times 4, 8, plus 1 more is going to be 9. And 2 times 1 is going to be 2. And then we just go ahead and we add them all up. We get 0, 7, and 8 plus 9 is going to be 17. We carry the 1 over here. So that's our answer, 3,770. And then we just count it over again here. We had to move it 1 space to change it to this, 26, and then 2 spaces to change it to 145. So we take our decimal point that's over here and we move it 3 spaces over. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be our answer, 3.770. And then we see if that makes sense. This is about 1. This is about 3. And our answer is going to be about 3. So that makes perfect sense. That's pretty close to there. Very quickly, as a word problem here, you buy 5 movie tickets at $4.75 each. How much did you spend in total? Again, $4.75 times 5. When you multiply that out, 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 7, 35, 37. 5 times 4, 20, and 3. So 23,2,375. Now remember, we've got to go ahead and deal this. 1, 2 spaces, we moved it over. So that's going to be 23,75. We see if our answer is reasonable. And so that's going to be essentially 5 times 5, because that's our estimate for $4.75. So that's going to be 25. And we see our estimate is very reasonable. And we are done.